Hello and welcome back to Legends of the Dead. We are in a much more stable place than we were in previous episodes. We are actually pretty secure as to where we're at. We don't have any active rebellions that are super strong, I say, going and double checking. Yeah, I mean, even with the fact that it calculates their strength to be much higher when you load the game, they're still not at a point where they're actually going to be able to send an ultimatum. So we don't have any powerful factions. We don't have anything major going on. We don't have anyone attacking us. Our allies aren't in wars. We're pretty good. I mean, the only thing that's really going wrong is that we have a little bit of plague. However, it's actually nowhere near us. It's over here. This is what it's warning us about. Our capital is here, and it's saying, hey, do you want to seclude yourself? And I'm like, no, of course I don't want to seclude myself. Our capital is, like, about as far away as you could get in our realm, and our realm is very wide. So, yeah. Not too worried about that. So, what's the plan? How are we going to get some piety? Well, I have a couple of ideas. First is a pilgrimage. A pilgrimage could definitely help us get a little bit of piety. It could also potentially help us get a little bit of learning stuff going on. The problem with a pilgrimage is that it's going to take a while and it's going to cost money. And that's kind of an issue. I would like to earn a little bit of money. Also, a blot could be quite useful. Where are we? Yeah, a block could be quite useful for gaining a little bit of piety as well. So we might do one of those, although it was a little bit underwhelming last time. But yeah, we might do one of those and see whether we can capture someone good for it. So yeah, we'll need to think about that. Khazaria probably aren't the people we're raiding. We need to wait for a little bit of our troops to reinforce as well. But maybe we're looking like around this area. Maybe we're looking further inland. I am thinking, is there a major river that goes all the way through here? No, there isn't. Also, I'm very happy the music restarted. Oh, there is. It's over here. There you go. So if we go along this major river, then we could actually get access to this land to raid if we wanted to, which would potentially be completely unlooted land. It's an idea. Like, a lot of this land is so unlooted and just out of the way. Potentially, although, like, you know, if we go near the Abbasids... Wait, the Abbasids aren't actually that strong. We could raid the Abbasids. Interesting. Anyway, we'll think about that. We will think about that. We could also raid Constantinople, probably, right? If the Abbasids aren't strong. No, they do have troops, and they are sitting here, but actually they're in a war, so there is a potential opportunity for us to sneak in and do some raiding of our own in there. Okay, cool. I should really start costing things out. So a blot, obviously we need prisoners. If we're waiting for our troops to reinforce, maybe we could go on a quick pilgrimage. Maybe not go as far as we went last time, but just go on a pilgrimage that costs almost nothing, just to get what we can get. How about Kiev? Let's have a look here. Is there anything down here that we can go to? Yes, but it will get us martial lifestyle, unfortunately. And it's our capital, so we'll get it either way. Yeah, so let's not worry about that one then. Let's have a look at the next pilgrimage. There we go. Pious. What about Upland? Anything over here that we could go to? No. Basically. Go to that one. That will get us martial. Martial. Diplomacy. Martial. Intrigue. Martial. Stewardship. You get a little bit of learning for going here. Is there a way for us to go down here? Could we come back via Constantinople? It's an interesting one. Yeah, let's make a trip actually. Maybe we'll have a look at a long trip. I'm kind of selling myself on a longer trip, so let's do that. Let's go Pious. Let's go North Riding again because we want to go down here. So let's say that we went there. Although we probably want to end there, but let's say we went there. But first, we went to Constantinople, which takes us through Karakurman as well, which will be fine. Then we were gonna go to, just checking everywhere along the way. Just any of you got any amount of learning. We're only looking for learning, so let's maybe say. We go Byzantine Empire, then we go here. This is horrible, by the way, this trip. Then we kind of want to go to here. Mm-hmm. Then we're going to head into Salisbury, into Canterbury, up to there. So that gets us to North Riding. So then after North Riding, we would then, in theory, head back in here for the learning. Yeah, so we'd head back into Paris for learning, which is somewhere we raided recently, which is kind of funny. Then we would head into Luxembourg for a little bit more. Then was there another one over here? Yeah, then we'll head into Regensburg. Euro diplomacy. Then we could go to Krakow here. I see, if we're going there, we should probably go to this one as well, just so that, you know, we don't waste a journey. Then we head our way back. Okay. Apply. That is a super long journey. Like, look at the length of that journey. That is incredibly long. Okay. Let's go for a humble one. So that costs a lot less. So we can afford a humble journey of altruism. Okay. Let's maybe have a look in here and see what we got. We got mercenary guards, I think would help a lot. And that we can't afford it with mercenary guards, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. We maybe could, though. Like, hear me out, maybe we could. We can lower plague danger. Plague danger is not our issue, apparently. Okay, what's our issue? It'd be nice if it told you there what our main issue was. Forest guide? Mountaineer? Mountaineer gets rid of most of the danger. Okay. You know what we should do? We should put in this guy who was excellent at the job. There you go. You have got a job. And then if I say Mountaineer at this point, how do you feel? One dangerous province due to county control and holders' opinion of us, but we're getting there really late. Okay, so it's 130. I think we can afford this, actually. I'm going to start a pilgrimage. Now, I know it says that we have no money, right? I understand it says we have no money. However, we have a very shiny stone that we are going to sell for 40 gold. Wonderful. Okay. And while we're doing this, we're basically waiting for troops to reinforce. So, hopefully we don't die. That's my current plan. Yeah, we're also probably not going to get the plague from over there because we're not going to be home. Altruism, the royal touch. Word of my arrival seems to have spread to the chiefdom of Suzdal, as our entourage is soon beset with countless serfs begging to be blessed with royal touch. Okay, let's see what we're going to do. Blessed coins, I wish. We can give them a sprinkling of water. Now this is actually our holding, so the control growth does actually matter. Yeah, so I guess this is fine. 5 control there would be good. And we get Sacred Touch for 5 years? Yeah, okay. Sure, we're making a little extra. We're off on our journey. Our councillor died of old age. We need a new marshal. So you've got 10. What's the next bet? So we got 19 as our best, but he doesn't like us. We could put you in here. What's our next best in terms of stewardship? It's not that good. I'm going to put in the 10. Yeah, the 10 powerful vassal we'll put in here. Let me just redo that. There we go. 10 powerful vassal we'll put in. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, it means he likes us as well, which is just generally a nice thing to have. Right. On our journey. Regency scales are going. Okay, what do I want her to do, actually, whilst he's there? We currently have it on get us some gold. Boosted councillor opinion, maybe? Yeah, let's promote our authority. I don't really need the money. A new home. Oh yeah, we have our hostage. We're like, yeah, send us a hostage. We'll take care of him. And then we just went, and we're gone for like the next 3 years. A healing touch. I enter the chiefdom of Putville, ready to bestow my royal touch upon the local peasantry. I'm immediately faced with what is undoubtedly the most wretched creature I've ever laid eyes upon. With minimal provocation, he exposed his calloused feet just inches from my pristine hands. As much as I am loath to even be in the presence of this pungent, diseased pauper, it is said that my touch can heal even the most unseemly illnesses. Said by who? Not said by me. Perhaps a light touch on the forehead will do? I will give you a light touch on the forehead for some piety. As we trek through Konotop, our caravan has been stopped at a clearing, or at a clearing bordered by leafy bushes. I proceed through the commotion only to find Fasti and Collar having an irate row. I'll have no more of your idiocy, you miserable swine. Fasti stamps his foot on the tree roots. You're the one who's whined this on this entire journey. Squealing, are we there yet? At every crossroads, Collar retorts. So I can try and make them make amends, or I can make them both unhappy, and it would lower my travel speed. I don't really want them both to leave the entourage, but like, actually, are either of them my courtiers? You're my caravan master and champion. Well, no, like, honestly, I'll just take the quarreling. I'll take the lower travel speed, because I cannot allow, you know, if I lose my caravan master, if we have a look in here, the actual movement speed that we are losing, I believe, maybe I'm wrong, is going to be worse than the 10 that we're taking. I'm trying to find where I would actually see that. View travel? There we go. So I believe that this guy, it did show us when we were replacing him, didn't it? Maybe if I go into replace, it will show me. There you go. So he's currently giving us 12 travel speed. So removing him would actually lower our travel speed anyway. So, you know, we might as well just take the 10 hit. Which isn't ideal, obviously, but we'll take it. Right. Carrying on. Got my martial lifestyle experience, which doesn't really matter unless we get to switch back to it, but that's fine. Maybe we will. Visited the Byzantine Empire. Actually got 600 martial, and it gave me a new perk, so never mind, it does matter. Bellum Justum is okay, but we're not declaring war right now. Increased control gain in county progress is pretty good for us. Chivalric dominance is also really good. Let's take chivalric dominance. Oh, that reminds me. I never checked this. You have an heir. Is this heir going to be in line to both things? Is he valiant and a disciplinarian? Also, we're at level 3? Wow, so we got levy... Wait, yes, we got levy reinforcement there, but we've also got the army damage here. Nice. Okay. Cool. So valiant, so it's only disciplinarian we need to check, right? Just double checking. There is no way of seeing it here. No. Okay. I'll keep you. I know how to get back there. Right. We'll keep you open. We'll open our encyclopedia. So we're looking for disciplinarian. Disciplinarian. There we go. So, prowess is 8 or above. Yes. Has the trait stubborn? Oh, he has the trait diligent. I was going to say go through them, but he has diligent. So yes, he is able to do that one. That's actually a really easy one to get both things on. You only have to have a list of fairly common traits, plus, you know, 8 prowess. Maybe that's something we should think about when we create them for secondary ones. Make sure that the secondary thing, if we want it, is an easy to acquire secondary one, like not one that where you need a very specific perk. My daughter and friend needs an education. Well, you're gonna do a learning education because you could potentially be, you could potentially be a religious person in court. Do you have a positive? No, you don't have a positive trait, unfortunately. There we go. Let's go with you. You shall educate our daughter. Wait, are you not also? No. I was thinking for a second, was he not also our caravan master? In which case I was like, how's that going to happen? But he's not. Nice event at court. Love it. Love it. Love it when it tells you there's an event. You're like, how did that happen? Love it when your wife becomes pregnant and you're like, wait a second, aren't I in a boat in the middle of the Mediterranean? Anyway. Yes, we have increased control in that county. It has been pointed out that an option, by the way, for how our daughter doesn't have the giant trait could be because our wife managed to get pregnant while we weren't there. Which is, of course, possible. So, yeah, unfortunate. But whatever. It's fine. Right. We're not too worried about it. I mean, in theory, it just gives us a larger pool to choose from. Yeah, we're pretty much always going to choose the top option here as well. The development growth, if we can afford it, is huge. Right. Carry on. Okay. We're going to go to Iberia on our trip. I love that nobody in our realm has ever gone this far. And then we're like, yeah, we'll just plan a trip there. and nothing bad will happen. There's a derelict ship. Investigating uses intrigue. I'm not going to investigate. We're going to simply move on. We need a new wet nurse, and we did get a learning lifestyle thing. Ooh. Okay, so wet nurse. We need to put in. We have only one option, and she is good at it. Wonderful. Our singular option, you are the best. It's also pointed out that this court chronicler position, if you don't choose one that costs gold, it only costs us like basically nothing and gets us prestige per month. That's probably worth doing. Let's put, you know what, let's put our caravan master in charge. I know he's not as good as our, or like, yeah, he doesn't have as much as our friend, but their aptitude is the same level, and this will make him like us a little bit, which is cool. But yeah, we're spending 0.06 per month to get a 0.5 prestige, which is worth it, I would say. Right, here, Zealous Proselytizer. Cool. Oh, it was also suggested that we go and get wards and things and convert them to our culture and all of that sort of stuff. Or culture and religion, which is a cool idea. The problem I have with doing that is that our culture and religion are currently things that we want to get rid of. Like, we want to get rid of both of them, in theory, in time. So once we have them and we're locked in, then I'll be happy to do that. Hey, we have a son who is a giant. Now, he might not be our son, but at least he's a giant. That's cool. The Russo-Norse hybridization. So who's done this one? Rodna. You have merged into Russo-Norse. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Notable guest has arrived. Cool. We've had this event a couple of times. We're just going to tell off this person in my... Actually, I'm just going to spend the prestige. Yeah, to deal with that event. That's the one where they say, I would be a better king. You're like, I don't care. Okay, the map. This event means that somebody is plotting to kill us. I believe we've already had it. More vigilant gets us hostile scheme resistance and stuff. The other option allows you to imprison the person. I'm going to imprison him because there's no real reason not to. And then, you know what? Because he's about to die due to his health, we'll just help him along the way and get ourselves a little extra piety. Nice. Oh, we have new artifacts? Where did we get these? I guess somebody died and left them to us? I can see history in artifacts, right? Oh. My nephew Gandalfer gave us the raw antler. It does almost nothing. Yeah, it gives us 0.2. Alright, I mean, according to that. I mean, sure? Okay. And then we got Wolf Fangs, which gives us Knight Effectiveness. Who gave us that one? Ah, that was our vassal here. I mean, okay, I'll take it. Knight Effectiveness is good, the stress is good, the prestige means nothing, but you know, the other parts are good. Okay. Call of the Road. This is it, just saying that we got Traveller. Fantastic, so we get a little extra diplomacy there. And we can start building up the Traveller trait. Our neighbor won against somebody in a subjugation war, but that was them winning on the defending side, so nothing changed. More people winning for single chiefdoms. We're going to get a lot of these while Tribal's still around and everyone still has the Conquest casus belli. It is nice to see the AI doing something. Also, I love this. 95 gold out of nowhere. Altruism Alms for the Poor. As we ride by the great church at the bishopric of Tui, I order my procession to halt to admire this holy place which services the spiritual needs of so many here in the county of Tui. The steps of the church are practically littered with the lowly and destitute. This is perhaps a great opportunity to show the people of the county of Tui just how magnanimous and kind a liege I can be. Then say alms for the poor. We give away 50. We get alms distributed, which gives them control growth, but gives us 100 piety. We don't do it. I need the piety. It's not really worth it, but I really, really want to get the piety going up, and every little bit helps, so let's keep going through with that. Oh, my counselor died. My son Balder is more likely to receive a good education. Lovely. I need a new chancellor. I mean, 9 is fine. I don't think 9's a terrible score here. Let's put in this guy who doesn't really like us as a chancellor, and then maybe, you know, He'll like us a little bit more. I'm below my legitimacy expectations, apparently. No, I'm not. What do you mean I'm below my legitimacy expectations? Is his expectations are higher, maybe? Is that because of his vassal type? A system which I interact with very rarely because it's not very impactful 99% of the time. Okay. Instructs or upgrades holdings, makes them guardians of close family, uses domestic council affair, he likes all that. Doesn't say anything actually about legitimacy, but maybe it does. Maybe he requires more. Do you also hate me for the same reason? No. And you're a different type. What about you? Yes, but you're a glory hound one. So it must be something to do with your vassal type. Like, different vassal types must care or not care. But, yeah, I don't know which ones they are because it doesn't tell me. Your average expected legitimacy. Oh, average expected legitimacy. Let me just see. Some factors that lower the expectations are being de jure vassal. It's not related to vassal type. Okay. Being the de jure liege, being part of close family, being preferred heir, being same dynasty, for that the vassal has served for longer than 50 years, and vassal not being a powerful one. Ah, so the one who is less mad, I go and have a look at him, he is probably a direct vassal of ours, I would guess. Vespia. That is directly part of our kingdom. Okay, so there we go. Mystery solved by reading. My vassal has become a prisoner. That is horrible. But hopefully they get let go in a second. Just waiting for them to be let go. Wonderful. Now I can reappoint you, although actually yeah, I can reappoint you. That's fine. I was going to say, although he's got slightly worse, yeah, slightly worse diplomacy, but I don't know why he has less diplomacy. Maybe that's because it still isn't recalculated from the fact that he had the -1 from being imprisoned. Right, more martial experience. How is our martial doing, by the way? Just out of curiosity. We're about 200. We're also about to get another learning one. We're about to be as far through learning as we've ever been. Hey, rat-free. We get plague resistance. That's cool. Like that. Got more learning. You've demanded a duel. Do we want to recruit this guy? This guy is really good. Okay. We do a prowess challenge against him. Okay. And then he'll join us. I can trample him, or I can get Gurley to do the challenge. I will let Gurley do the challenge. Oh, he actually won. Never mind. I thought that. Oh no, he is still my vassal. Wait, maybe Gurley did win. Anyway, that's fine. The outcome I wanted happened. You are, however, going to have to convert to my religion. Okay. I didn't want to have to do this. Here's some money. Yeah, please. That only got us like 5%. Okay. Please convert to my religion. There we go. Right, carrying on. He converted. Wonderful. That makes him a lot more usable for us. Right. Head up through here. Got a little bit more martial. And now we have arrived at our pilgrimage. Okay. Which gets us pilgrim. And that's fantastic. Gets us, which gives us extra travel speed and safety for the journey back, I just realized. That's kind of cool. Also, I thought, and the reason I did all the journey first, is I thought that you got some piousness from journeying, but I guess you don't. I guess you can. You must have to get it when you're here. Okay, interesting. Also, the clergy like me more now, which means that you're now endorsing me and you give me 0. I love it. Still a solid 0. I'm just going to get some prestige there. That's just the person I'm trying to sway. You've increased control. Is everything fully controlled now? Yeah, everything is fully controlled. Just close that for now. So now you're kind of free to do what we want you to do. Increase knight effectiveness or knight effectiveness, men-at-arms, damage, and toughness. And you can lower enemy hostiles scheme success chance here. Yeah, let's maybe do that. Let's get some royal guards going and see how that works. I really don't want schemes against us. I would really very much like to live to a new religion. Right, a skillful courtier. I love this one. Your diplomacy is garbage, so it won't let us do it. There's only so much a man can pray without looking for other, more equally important ways to spend one's time. And Jarl Guthrith has a lovely residence that he so kindly allows me to visit. I hear some voices coming from one of the rooms. Also, do you have smallpox? Is that what that one is? You have the great pox. Ah, okay. I think that's syphilis or something I was told before. Maybe I'm going crazy. Right. And in doing this, you'd achieve the greatest technique. I peek inside and see Fridis explaining her craft to a group of interested courtiers who eagerly follow her teachings. I can hire her, or I cannot. Let's not do that, because we don't want whatever she's got. Hey, we gained some random piety for being here. Neighboring ruler won a war against of tyranny. We have a nephew called Styrbjorn, or Sigbjorn, so Sigurbjorn. This is my brother-in-law and my this is Gurley's child. Oh, okay. That's fine. Repentance in the North Riding. Oh wait, can we get rid of Irritable? Ooh, as I walk into the temple, a formidable guilt comes upon me. The light, illuminating the altar like a sunny summer day, is so dense that I feel like I could touch it. What kind of life am I living? What kind of king could I be? Or father? Or son? If I don't change my irritable nature, the only light I'll see is that of the fires of hell. So I'm born a new man, it becomes more pious, I gain piety, and I lose irritable, which is really quite nice. I mean, we do lose prowess for it, but we gain martial and diplomacy. We get the attraction bonus back. I mean, irritable actually isn't the worst trait in the world now I'm looking at it, but like I like getting rid of it. Or I lose stress. Yeah, I'll get rid of it. It also gains us piety, which is, of course, our goal here in the first place, so that's fine. Right. Anything else here? We can designate a guardian for our son. What are you going to do, son? Ah, that's right, a martial education. Perfect for everybody. And then we're going to give you a tutor. The same tutor that the other people are getting. Wonderful. We're very good at that there. We really need to do another marriage thing so we can get some more quick people into our court. New experiences. As we saunter past the stalls of the North Riding Market, we are approached by a small child with wide, bright eyes. He peers up at us as he exclaims, "I know of a secret place where Odin lives." He puts on a determined face as he continues, "I can show you if you want." Ragnhildr on my right frowns and subtly shakes her head. A warning? Follow the child or pass. I will follow the child. Who's Ragnhildr? Oh, my court physician and court tutor. Alright. Desperate times. Some way outside of the North Riding, as we turn around another corner, our child guide Gunnar stops dead in his tracks. The small body begins to tremble. I can hear a stifled sniffle as he tries to hide the fact that he is crying. "I'm sorry, my lord. They forced me to do it. My babysitter is sick and we haven't eaten in days." He looks over yonder, the big bright eye suddenly fearful. "We should turn back," he whispers cautiously. "Your honesty warms my heart and we become forgiving and pay him some money or such despicable actions." Okay, I guess I will give you some money. Sure. We have concluded and we didn't even get to level 1. Well, we did get some piety, which is nice. And some experience and some legitimacy. Okay, that's cool. And now we're on our way back, and we're going via Paris. Rare trinkets? The sea around here is thick with cisalpine traders going about their usual craft, carrying rare and exotic goods from one port to another. One such merchant ship holds an item within it that immediately takes my interest. The moment I laid eyes upon the Maritime Trading Handbook, I knew I could never find anything like it back in Garthariki, and that it simply must be mine. Now I think I know what this one is. I don't. This is a different book. Okay. This is naval speed and monthly stewardship lifestyle. So it's 50. I can steal it, but I'll become wounded if I fail, or I don't need it. We can sell it for 80. I'll buy it. Yeah, I just realized it's blue, right? Sorry, it's green, right? We can sell it for 80. Yeah. So literally it's buy 30. Do I want to buy 30 gold? Yeah, I'll buy 30 gold. That's fine. You sold me. Okay. Do you want free money? Yes. Okay, that was easy. Well, heading down here. Arrived in Paris, somewhere we've raided. I became ill! Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. We're ill. Okay, at 28. What do you think the chances are that I just drop dead? Hey, at least you reduced my disease symptoms. That's a nice thing about being ill opposed to being incapable or something like that. You can get disease resistance, and then your illness actually does nothing, which is nice. Also, it counters penalties, so in theory, it also counters giant, which is kind of cool. So we become less ill from being a giant because we had treatment. Tempting fruit. Once more the road ahead is dangerous, and you have discovered some unknown fruit. I am not going to eat the unknown fruit that could give me an illness. It gave him an illness. Well, that seems much better in my eyes. What kind of war is going on here, by the way? A liberty war and an independence war by Barcelona. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, good luck to everybody. We'll be on our way. I'm not interested in the future. Sticks in the wheel. This is the one where we get stuck in the ground, and when, because we're strong, we get to ignore it. Okay. My friend died. Oh. Well, that's not good. He was also my spy master. New spy master is going to be this dude. He does have 51 opinion of me, which is quite nice. Unhealthy relationships. The entourage of my nephew, Jarl Heisinger, stops some way away from Temerovo. Before I have had time to send out an envoy, something is launched from their camp towards my castle. A mangled body, ravaged by disease, falls from the sky, skin marred by rashes and bumps that can be seen even from where I am standing. It lands with a squelch, spreading blood, intestines, and panics. We can launch it back. This body will be studied, and we get studying corpses for some learning. Chance somebody becomes diseased, or she will still have a dignified burial, and there's chance we get ravaged by disease. I'm not going to launch it back. I'm going to get 40% chance it's ravaged by disease. Alright, well, we got it. -2 control. But that's fine, and there isn't actually a disease here, which is also nice. Okay. And the -2 control matters very little because our control overall is positive due to things that we have. So that seems good. Okay. Where are these boils? The boils are there, so not actually where we are. That's fine. Right, we can now take profit, so we now have what we need. Wonderful. Homeward bound. I am going to send somebody to chase after my cat that has run away. My cat has been saved. Fantastic. We can get adventurous pet for 1 prowess, or I'll lose stress. I will lose stress. Right, where are we? Back in here. Dangerous interests. Every morning since we reached Leonsburg, my Riksgothy, Ragnhilder, leaves her litter and silently glides away from my sight. This time I decide to follow her path and find her in a lively chat with the local archbishop, Balderich. The ceremony begins and the light of the candles illuminates Balderich while shadows play against the walls like autumn leaves. Ragnhilder, I call him after the service, what are you doing? My liege, it's just occurred to me that there may be more than one truth. So I can broaden my horizons, say nonsense and affirm convictions, or we can have a debate, in which case we lose the debate. Let's get religious vassal opinion out of those options. Okay. A disease is spreading. We can pardon my nephew, I can imprison him, because he's a traitor. Well, as much as I would like to, I've only got an 8% chance currently, so let's not do that. There's a language barrier here. Seems our caravan has been a little lost in these foreign lands. Fasty's been trailing us around Ernstbrunn for hours, and though he at last swallowed his pride and asked for directions, he does not appear to be an expert High German speaker. Well, we don't speak High German either, but we will simply blag it. And it worked. Wonderful. Heading through here. Slovian woman. Ah, this is the event where we can potentially recruit this person. Yes, you shall be recruited. She hates me. Why? Serving as a concubine, believes in a monogamous faith. Yeah, that's fair. Why don't you just convert? Call to war. You'd like me to go to war with Khazaria. Alright. I'm game. Let's raise some troops over here-ish, and let's go to war. Let's move this out of the way as well. Just trying to move all these out of the way so I can get this going. Raise our troops. Right. The Trodden Path. Okay, so there's an ant path. Should we go over it, or should we not go over it? We will not go over it and delay our journey by 5 days. That's fine. We gained some diplomacy lifestyle experience because we went over somewhere that had that. I'm no longer ill. Wonderful. Our troops have been raised. Nobody is actually here because everybody is currently on my expedition. I believe that in this war, though, our ally has more troops anyway. And they're in other wars that they're losing. So actually, yeah, we might not even need to do anything. Let's just split up our troops for a second here. This is not the best way to split up troops, but whatever, I did it anyway. There we go. Right. Cool. We've split up our troops. They will not take any attrition. That's fine. Friendly locals. This is the event where we can choose to get minus costs on picking up a tradition, or instead just getting some bonuses. And I will take the bonus of stress loss, and gold. Yes, that seems good. Oh no! Pause is not as young as she once was, and as she crawls into my lap I can feel her trembling. I gently stroke her grey fur and listen to her purr long into the night, but as silence falls I know that she won't wake again. And say, I will miss you, Pause, and we lose our pet cat, or we skin our pet cat. No. Let's not do that. Local delicacies. We don't eat local delicacies because we don't want to become ill. There we go. Quarrelsome lot. We had this one at the start of the journey. We will take the quarreling entourage penalty, which I believe we already have, and it will give us more seasoned traveler experience. We're going. We're going. We're almost there. Okay. Yeah, they seem fine. Offer concubine. You think Kai would serve me well as a concubine? Alright. That seems fine. I agree. Okay. We now have 2, which now means that we are at the amount that we are expected to have. Good. Weird Whispers. This is the one where somebody's saying that they would be a better king than me. Who is it this time? This is our woman. I can imprison her. And then can I, like, get her to convert? Can I ask you to convert as you leave? Yeah, demand conversion. Cool. Do you also want to be my executioner? Awesome. Nice. Flawed fare. Fasty is in charge of our food supplies and sheepishly revealed our provisions are now all but useless, having been poorly stored. Ah. We knew nature will provide. 2% chance we die. I'd rather not. Let's have a random entourage member be wounded at a 50% chance. Seems fine. We're walking through some of the diseased land here, which is not ideal. What do you mean? It said farewell to that person, but they're quite clearly still in my court. Yeah, that's fine. They also hate me. Wait, serving as a concubine believes in a monogamous faith. No, you don't. There we go. Formerly a concubine while believing in a monogamous faith. Now, you see, now that's the correct description. She will like us by 2 more every year, though. That's cool. Well, hopefully nobody kills us. I mean, on the positive side, we do now have this reducing the chances of schemes by 9%, which we didn't have previously on our last character. We need a guardian for our son. Oh, he can't do martial education? Well, I guess you're going to be a book person. Oh, okay, well. Do we have anybody who... Yeah, you can teach him books. There we go. That's fine. Right. Heading back home. We have arrived. We gain even more traveler experience, which is cool, which means we're now at level 1, which gets us even more learning and a small health boost. Wait, a permanent small health boost? That's actually huge for a giant. Why is it huge for a giant? Well, because this small health boost is more than the minor penalty from giant, so overall, we're always going to be positive on those two. Nice. Now we can merge our troops and we can put somebody actually in charge. Nice, my regency has ended. Let's see here. Merge. Yeah, now we have some more options for people to lead this army. We'll lead. And then we'll head over here, I guess, and just start sieging. Seems good to me. Right. So we need about 5,000 piety now, is what we worked out previously, so cool. Hopefully we get it. Hey, the disease is gone, so we can get some more development growth for a little bit of money. That's cool. More wars more wars resolving. Alliances expired, but that's because the guy died and now his son is taking over. It's actually the person who we're in the war with, so that's fine. Our son has learned the Oghur language. Need a guardian for my hostage. You know what? I will educate our hostage. There we go. They're already my religion and culture, so there's not really a lot more, but I will educate them, because it might be interesting. Hey, we also got some stuff from Ryzan there. Do I want to keep people in my prison, maybe for like a little blot? Yeah, let's keep some people in prison for a blot. We can decide who'll be good for it. Right. We can ransom them for 25 gold, though, if we need to, but I don't think we're going to do that. Our son has learned the Oghur language. All of them learned it. Wonderful. Wasn't that nice? Neighbors' war is resolved. Our culture has discovered... I believe that's siege weaponry. It is! Wonderful. I want some. How much does it cost? Costs 108 prestige. I will buy some siege weaponry. In fact, I will buy all the siege weaponry. This is huge. That is just something that we need. So we'll get it. Are you going to try and de-siege that? No. That's fine. We're not even hostile to it. Oh, sorry. We're not even like... I don't think we're in a state where you could de-siege it. That's what I was trying to say. That's fine. Let's work our way back and let's... yeah, sort out our troops. How many do you have in total? 4,000. Okay. So I'll do it the proper way this time. Just that you split up the army into the smallest size that you want. And then you go here, you go here, you go here, and you go here. Cool. And that's a much better way of doing it rather than like splitting them and trying to move them one by one, because you can easily mess that up. It doesn't matter too much, but still. I don't really need anybody. I don't need daughters with diplomacy. There's no role that you can fulfill with diplomacy. Let's go learning. There we go. And then you need an educator who will teach you books. Your educator for books is the same person as the last educator. Wonderful. We don't have that many educators to choose from. Because the other way of describing that. Okay. I mean, we've contributed to the war now. Yeah. I don't really know what they're doing over there. That's fine. Of our guys... no, they have not reinforced yet. There you go. Now they've reinforced. We have another point here. I don't think I need anything else on this line. Let me just double check. Realm priests don't care. Level of devotion definitely don't care. Mainly because it's only going to give clergy extra opinion, and I believe our only member of the clergy currently is our realm priest, because we have no temples, so that's fine. Diplomacy per level of devotion, don't care. 20% monthly piety. What our monthly piety is 5.5, so 20% of that, that's like 1 piety a month. So currently we're on, that would be 4 that would be 4 perks for 1 piety a month. That's not very good. Theologian. Well, it's another 1 plus some learning, which gives us base, which then, yeah, that's kind of okay, but yeah, we're talking like maybe 3 piety for 5 perks. That's really not good. Our wards can learn additional skills and can become your friends. I mean, that's kind of neat. Faith conversion cost. Now that's cool. Minus 75%. That would actually save us like 750 piety. It's not insignificant. Let's maybe go for that, right? Learning per level of devotion is also interesting. That would get us more than these would. Learn on the job is also interesting. Scholar is not as much. Like, these aren't as interesting to me yet. Anatomical studies is also better. Or, like, is also good for us, so maybe. Let's go this one. Let's get ourselves that, and then we'll go down to apostate, which I think will be very good for us. It will also help us if we change our religion, because if people don't convert, they will at least like us, which is cool. Right. Oh, yes, the thing I wanted to do over here was I wanted to raise our remaining men-at-arms. By men-at-arms, I mean siege weaponry at arms. Let's merge. And now, let's go siege. This should be much better. Oh, we have to go through here anyway? Well, why don't you go here then? That seems good. Yeah, so that's a little quicker. I mean, this is a fort level 3 and it's doing it quicker than the 2s did earlier. Arranged betrothal. You would like your ugly daughter to marry my son. No. I decline. Who are you? You're the King of Denmark. No. That's fine. We're being raided. Over there. Okay, well, not a lot I can do about that one. Hey, we breached the walls. That's cool. So this is now going even quicker. Offer concubine. Sweden would like to offer me Ulfhildr, who is your court physician. Alright. I'll take her. That's fine. We now have an extra concubine. We have 1 concubine more than we are expected to have. Fantastic. That's exactly what we needed. What's the war for, by the way? Oh, the Kievan Khazar subjugation war. Wait a second. You're trying to subjugate Khazaria? Or Khazaria? Wait, I didn't even realize what this war was. Holy moly. You want to take the whole of Khazaria? Well, I mean, I'm happy you're my ally. Guess I'm just helping out for being helpful's sake. Somebody learn Norse. Well done. Okay, we'll siege this one down. This is cool. You made somebody dislike me. But luckily the person you made dislike me already has 100 opinion of me. Because I gave them land and made them my heir. You formed a new alliance. King Nupa might join the war. Of Denmark. No. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. There's 5,000 troops. I'd rather if you didn't... Oh, you joined the war, huh? Alright, well, like, could you, like, siege the war goal and not me? I'd really appreciate if you could siege the war goal and not me. Just a personal favor. Alright, let's head... Actually, we can reinforce in their territory, so let's do a little splitting here. Grab the troops. Then I'm going to go here, 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 and here. Go. Just got to wait for the supply to come back and then we can go and do some more raiding. We don't necessarily have to, but it is nice. Okay, so now we're at war with Denmark as well. Okay. I have no money. Well, you know what we do with no money? We look at those roe antlers and we sell them for 80 gold. That's what we do with no money. Okay, we are still being raided, unfortunately. Okay. How's our supply looking? We're at 100. Wonderful. Let's head to Smolensk and do some sieging. Ah, they're currently losing a battle. Oh no. Well, okay. I'm not that worried about whether they win or lose this war. To be honest, them losing might be better for the region as a whole. Do I want you to have intrigue or diplomacy, my son? Well, you're going to have a diplomacy education because you're probably not going to be the heir, and I would hate it if you had an intrigue education. How did you become a eunuch? Let's not worry about that. Okay. Down here, we're looking for somebody with quick. We have nobody with quick who is left. Alright, well, Fasty shall educate you then. Maybe I need to find new educators. I do need to do a marrying off, but like, I really want to be at peace at some point and sort that sort of thing out. But yeah, we are kind of busy right now. Call to war. You would like me to honor our alliance. This random person in here, who by the way is under Khazaria, who we're at war with. You would like me to aid you against Mordvinia and the kingdom underneath Khazaria. So I'm going to be at war with 2 people in Khazaria for another person with Khazaria while being at war with Khazaria. I could lose some fame, but I'll accept. I've made a precedent so far that I'm just going to accept these, so we'll see how that goes. Pariah of the court. Bodo the fornicator is a subject of disdain at court. Okay. Haunted by social ostracism and the butt of many a sordid joke. Alright, what was she doing in my court? She's just kind of here. He's hideous. Married to Fasty. So she dragged Fasty into the court, I see. My failure to condemn and continued proximity to this shameless debaucher is perceived as open tolerance, tarnishing my court's reputation in the eyes of the elders and faithful. They have forced my hand, and now I must decide whether my courtier's crimes outweigh my affections for her. Surely something must be done, our courtier so hard to replace. It's not my place to judge. We get harbors criminals. It's time to arrest the beast, or I cannot host you anymore. It's time to arrest the beast, I guess. Sure. Right, where are we? You still in charge of this army? Nope. Thought so. It popped up saying hold court, and I'm like, we can't do that. We're busy. Hey, Royal Court is now level 4, which is now the expected level. Wonderful. Okay. Taken Smolensk. Captured more prisoners, who might be good. For a little executing. Head over here. Or, for money, I mean, if this war lasts much longer. Okay. Maybe head here and siege. Just continue to siege Khazaria bit by bit. Not really interested in what's happening elsewhere. I remember when my son Servicur was born to my queen, Tachana, my prospective son. Memories like these bring me comfort no matter what happens. I know the family was there for me. The house austere stands strong. Devoted with axe in hand, I whisper under my breath. I will lose 10 stress. I mean, he should really merge up with me because, like, I'm not going to go over to him. You form Rhinelander out of Franconian French. Well done, King of Lotharingia. You have made a new culture. Right. Expectations. You're always there for me. I hope you know that I'm grateful. My hostage, Ube, approaches me in a rare moment of contemplation. My prisoner died in my dungeon as well. I get a weak hook, or this is what it means to be a guardian. This is what it means to be a guardian. Cool. You know, the nice thing is, while we're raiding here, or while we're sieging here, we do gain some money, but we also gain, like, prisoners who we can execute. You know what? I'm gonna go crazy. Let's do a little, execution here. Let's get rid of a bunch of these guys. There we go. Wonderful. Piety is up. Nice. Let's head down here. I think I can fight them. Yeah. Level of devotion to my faith went up as well. I'm now a paragon of virtue. Perfect. On a snowy evening. We've been marching through these frozen lands for Ymir knows how long. All these men in Garthariki that do no work and sleep in the warm beds. My champion high singer complained, shivering from cold. How long indeed? The days have been short and dark with no respite from the sun above. I close my eyes. The sun. I'm struck by the memory of the first sunlight of long winter, that seems to last my whole life. The childhood memory spreads like warm water in my veins, offering comfort and solace. So I can get warm sunlight for 2 extra martial, or I can say, what's he that wishes so my champion high singer? Give a speech and get us supply duration and army toughness. I'll do that. Wonderful. So now we're sieging this one. We're moving ever closer to joining what we've sieged with Kiev. Arrange betrothal. You would like my son to marry your rather unimpressive daughter, although she is a shield maiden. And she is a shield maiden. You can't reject the fact that she's a shield maiden. She would be a potentially okay match. And it would get us an alliance with the Danelaw, who are weaker than us and in a war. I'm going to decline because you're in a war, and you're going to call me into the war, and I don't want to be part of another war. Right. To game or to ride? Ube has been oddly quiet for most of the day, so I decided it was prudent to go and check up on him. I find him in the riding grounds with Tikshaka, this person. Ube seems less than thrilled to be out there, as though he is being made to be there by his playmate. He wanted to play board games, but he said that we should ride horses, and that sounded good too. Fickle, why not do both at once? He can become eccentric, or always bury your feet and demand others move. You can be fickle, I don't care. None of these particularly appeal to me in any way, so that's fine. By the way, get executed. Right. We now want to retreat back, let our supplies, or supply come back, and then, you know, go move forward again. To do exactly what we did previously. So we're going to go, like, here. Here. I'm just moving a little bit into the territory that we've taken, just so we're not resupplying on the border. That's fine. Court grandeur dropped. That's absolutely okay. And we lost the Mordvinia war. Oh no. Well, whatever. Anyway, back to this one. All the land kept sieged, right? Yeah, that's fine. There is a bit where potentially it can be unsieged if it was used as war score in the other war, but like, let's not worry about that. It wasn't. So we don't need to worry about that possibility of that happening because it didn't. Right. Learning perk. Open-minded. Wonderful. Continue resupplying. We have, in fact, pretty much resupplied now. Let's see, a little bit more. Cool. Whose army is that? The Earldom of the Northman army? Wait. Who are you at war with? Khazaria for Smolensk. Oh, you mean the land I just sieged? Okay, so there are special troops that spawned out of nowhere to de-siege the land that I just spent the last, X amount of time sieging. Wonderful. Well, I think I'll end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see what happens with this war next time. Honestly, it would be great if my ally could just, like, white piece the war. I mean, I think our contribution is probably higher than his contribution in this war, given that he's contributed minus 44 plus another minus 11. So he's contributed minus 56% here, and I've contributed positive 74%. So, you know, I kind of feel like he could pull its weight a little bit, especially as they had as many troops as I did at the start of the war. But let's not worry about that. I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.